guys, it's me Trent back in another YouTube video, and by the title you already see what we're doing, so we're just gonna get straight into it. Right now I'm showing you guys everything that came with this hair. It came with 2 wig caps, a bag, and the wig, of course. Right now I'm just showing you guys the lace. It is transparent, and as I was like working and doing the color, everything, it really didn't give me much shedding, so that was good. So the look that I was going for, I wanted 2 lighter pieces of purple in the front of my hair. So I just went ahead and separated that out of the way so, you know, it won't get in the way of the darker purple that I applied. Okay, now getting into the actual coloring part. I put a pot on the stove for about 5 minutes just to, you know, get the water hot or whatever. And you want to put that water into like a bucket, something that you could put your wig into. So I just put it into my sink because I didn't have anything. And I used 1 bottle of color. Actually, I really didn't even need 2. It really just depends on how like opaque and how bright you want your color, if that makes sense. So you want to make sure you mix all of that up because you don't want any clumps in your water, because once you go to dip your wig, you will have like darker spots and it won't look nice. It won't look nice at all. So go ahead and make sure you stir all of that up. Make sure there's no clumps. So after I got as much color as like I think I want in the water, I'm just gonna go ahead and dip my wig, making sure I hold that section that I clipped out of the way for the lighter purple. And while you're doing the whole, you know, dipping process, please make sure you comb out your wig. Like, make sure all the hair is in there, every strand gets colored, because you do not want any like blonde pieces showing. That is really not gonna look right. So make sure you comb through to get all the color everywhere. And another thing that I like messed up on with my slow self, don't put the wig in there straight like right after the water gets off the pot. Like, let it cool down for about like 5 minutes, because that, you can see like that water was hot as hell, and I could barely, that steam was getting to me. I could barely even do what I was supposed to do, for real. Now, as you can see, as I'm dipping the wig in there, the color is getting taken away from the water because that color is literally attaching straight onto the wig. So now what I'm doing is just adding a little bit more color because I want it to be a little bit brighter than what I have it now. So I'm just adding a little bit more to the water to deepen it. And making sure, like I said again, dipping the whole wig in there, making sure you brush it out. You really want to make sure you get the color everywhere. Like, you will have spotchy spots, like blonde pieces, if you do not brush, comb out your hair and making sure the color is everywhere. Now what you're going to do is just let your wig sit in there for 5 minutes just to make sure that the color is everywhere and nice on the hair. So after the 5 minutes, this is what the wig is looking like. The color is looking very nice. I was so happy once I first took it out. Like, I was like, wow, this looks really good, like, for real. So after that, we're just gonna do the same thing, make some more water, and we're gonna use the lighter purple now for the pieces that we used in the front. So the same thing before, just add as much as you feel like. For this, again, I only use 1 bottle. I don't know why I bought 2. Like, all the YouTube videos I saw, I just felt like I needed 2 bottles, but I really didn't, because I wanted it to be like a light color. Like, I didn't want it to be so dark. So now, while I was like mixing this color, I was kind of getting a little scared because I was like, this looks like the same color, but it actually wasn't after I straightened it and everything, so it came out nice. So now what I'm doing though is dipping the whole wig in there now. I dipped the rest of the blonde pieces in there first just to make sure that's lighter than everything before I dipped it all in there. But you want to dip your whole wig in there, because if you don't, your color is going to look flat. basically. Like, you want two colors in there to make it look natural. Like, if you just use one color, it's gonna look very boring, very flat. So if you use both of the colors, then it's gonna give you something different. Like, if you get what I'm saying. I'm really so bad at explaining stuff, so yeah. But now what I'm doing is, combing it out, making sure all the color is in there once again, because like I said, we do not want any blonde pieces. So here what I'm doing is just like laying the wig out just to make sure and showing you guys how good that looks. Like, just look at that color. Oh my gosh. Then with the sun hitting it, wow. But okay, now what I'm doing is just using conditioner, and I'm just gonna wash my hair, get all the extra whatever else is in there out. So I'm just dipping it in there, brushing it out. I didn't do this for that long. Maybe a good 3 minutes is all you need. And after everything, this is what the hair is looking like. Like, it's giving me Barney vibes, like very much devil emoji purple. Like, this was like the most prettiest color I ever did. Like, I can't wait to try other colors. But now what I'm going to do is I'm just showing you guys like how it looks real quick, and now I'm just going to brush it out so we can get ready to blow dry out. And as I do, I separate the frontal piece from everything else. Now I'm just going to take this blowout cream. I think this is from Sally's. I'm not sure. I got it from a friend, but I'm taking this blowout cream and just put this all over the hair, and we're just going to get to blow drying. If you guys want a video on like how I blow dry my wigs and straighten everything, then I can make that for you. But I'm not really going to talk too much on this part because I have videos where like I do this already. But I just take section by section, maybe like 2 or 3 tracks at a time, and just start blow drying everything until everything's dry. So boom, after we get all of that done, this is what the hair is looking like dry. You can see what I mean by like having the different colors in there? Like it just adds something different to the hair, as if it was just one plain flat color. Like that does not look right at all. Now I'm just gonna take this super skinny serum from Palm Mitchell and just put this all over the hair. This is gonna give the hair shine and just make sure it's straight, like bone straight. Cause you know that's what we like. We like that straightness. We don't want any frizz. So I'm gonna put that all over the hair, and I'm just gonna do the same thing. I think when I straighten, I take 2 tracks at a time and just straighten all that. Go slow. I'm using the comb method as usual. And I do want to give you guys a quick tip when straightening color hair or just like blonde hair in general. Don't like put your temperature on the highest setting, because it will like stain the hair basically. Like you'll have a big kind of yellow type thing going on with the hair. This happened to me a little bit like in the back, but you can't see it, so that was good, and it was very little. But I think I had my heat on like 400 at first, because that's, like I said, I like my hair bone straight. So I took it down to like maybe 350, and then we were good. But make sure you don't keep your temperature on long, and make sure you're not like holding the flat iron on like a specific point, because obviously that will burn your hair out as well. Now, after I finished straightening the back, I knew it's about to be fire. Like, look at that, like the tones, the different colors. It looks so good. Oh my gosh. So now, going in, doing the frontal, making sure my parts aren't too big so I can make sure it's straight. Putting the super skinny serum on there. And yeah, we're gonna get to straightening just like how we did the back. Same thing, nothing really is different. Okay, now we're finally finished with everything, and I'm just showing you guys the movement, the look, like, yes. So now taking that She Is Bomb, y'all already know how I do with this company. I always with them, will forever be with them. And I'm just going against, not against, but I'm just taking that on the frontal part and using my hot comb to make that flat to the scalp. We want to make it look like scalp. And that that hot comb is going to do just the job. And yes, honey, this is what we have. This is what we achieved. I am so, like, when I tell y'all, I was so happy after this. But I didn't do a video on, like, how to install it, so I will add some clips at the end. But thanks, guys, for watching my video, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you would like more coloring videos like this, just let me know, and I will definitely put that out for you guys because I love doing this video. Have a nice day, guys.